gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Wendy as she delivers the keynote session for us today.
Thank you so much. Hello. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you so much for having me. Visit Qatar. We are all visiting Qatar. Some for the first time and some who have returned, and I completely understand why. I don't believe that Qatar is a place where you just come once. What an exceptional showcase. To be able to bring the global wedding industry together is about networking. And what we need to understand and what we're going to establish here today is the importance of having a global network. Doha, Qatar at the Qatar Wedding Showcase, the first one.
Yes, it's the first one.
We have been working together with the fabulous Gideon Hermosa, who is a destination wedding designer, an architect, I would say, of incredible events. Transformation, I think, is your signature. When did we start actually working together? 2000 and...
Well, I've met you like I think 8 years ago.
Okay.
But we get in touch 5 years ago before COVID came.
Yes.
But you've been featuring my event since then, actually.
Yes,
no one like in the Philippines knows about Wedded Wonderland during that time until there was one feature. It was a January of 5 years ago, I think, or 3 years ago, that you featured like the whole spread with 16 pages of all my work, and everyone was like, oh, it's a big deal. I mean, like, for me, it was a big deal. And when they knew about Wedded Wonderland, it was like, they were like, wow about it.
Yeah, I think it's because we're a global platform and you work all around the world. But when you're outside of your own country and people see that recognition is coming, then they're like, oh.
Yeah, I mean, like, they will definitely ask you, how did they discover you?
Yeah.
It's really a big deal.
We discovered Gideon because of his incredible work. And I think you were one of the first to really transform spaces with textures and with detail and with color. You are known around the world for doing that. Like, you do have that recognition.
Thank you.
And you've worked towards that for a long time now, 15 years,
15 years, yeah.
Amazing. Tell me about, you mentioned yesterday your experience with Wedded Week, in particular, the Wedded Network, and how it's been working with us. How did you feel during that last campaign?
First, I have to congratulate you and the whole team of Wedded Wonderland. It's been a blast, and it was not just talk of the town. It was the talk of every corner of the world. I mean, you know me, I've been traveling a lot this past few months. And whenever I go to like each destination, it was really the topic of everyone. For that, I really have to congratulate you.
Thank you.
And of course, I am very honored to be part of Wedded Week. Thank you for doing this to the whole industry. It
of course.
really helped everyone boost, the wedding industry.
Yeah.
Like local and international.
With Wedded Week, what we learned was that so many people want to have that connection all the time. And so for us, we've always had this Wedded Network. You've been part of our network for so long, and all of these connections actually, we actually went through our database, and we have over 50,000 businesses we're connected with around the world who work in the luxury cultural and destination market. Sometimes they're local and they work with a lot of the luxury weddings that come in, and sometimes they travel.
Yes.
And sometimes they do both, like you.
Right.
And what we realized is we reached 540 million people.
Imagine.
So imagine always on
550 million.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Crazy.
But that's for us launching this network online, which businesses can connect all the time, have the opportunity to access education, have the opportunity to access experiences within the wedding industry. We're very excited to be launching something like this because it's been a long time coming, I think.
Yeah. And it's what we need now, especially in the age of social media.
Yeah.
We have to maximize its use.
Yes, yeah. What do you feel like we should be doing for the market? What do you feel like Wedded Wonderland can offer you? Where's your biggest sort of, this is what I wish would happen?
Well, even in the age of social media and the age of technology, sometimes we find the gap between like local supplier and international supplier, I would say. So like for me, we are trying to discover different places. But of course, for you to be able to pitch that destination to a client, you need someone local to really, help you mount everything also. So sometimes the gap between the international designer or planner or supplier versus, let's say, the local one is, that one is a missing gap. So I think we need to find ways on how we can easily connect with them and choose the right suppliers, because that's really important.
Yeah, that's one of the critical factors of the network actually, is us finding all these key local stakeholders, ensuring that, they are open, obviously, to be able to connect with other businesses, and also that they have the Wedded Wonderland the Wedded Wonderland style. They can service different markets. We're so passionate about culture and about luxury in different formats. You've been doing so many destination weddings, to what you do in the Philippines and what you do internationally, carrying that brand across. You want to work with people that can do that for you.
Exactly.
It's so important. Because the clients buying Gideon Hermosa, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And bringing that style to the other countries, it's really challenging.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But that's the reason why they hired us to do destination wedding.
We want to be able to facilitate that.
And I know that, Wedded Wonderland can help us on that part.
Yes.
Definitely.
To be in this position, to work in this industry where you are surrounded by such immense talent, and I'm always thinking I know it sounds cliche, but I want to be the dumbest person in the room.
Yes.
Because there's so much to learn from these people. I really...
The creative ability is something that is always inspiring. I think what we were talking about earlier in relation to how do you make that work when you're a person, which so many people in the industry approach me and say, I don't want to talk about myself. I want my work to speak for me.
That's me.
What am I going to say?
It's not that about what I'm, for me, it's not about what am I going to say. I want my work to speak for itself.
Yeah.
There's so much being said in any case. There's so many, I'm humbled by the enormous love and attention and appreciation, and even the trolls. People ask me, well, how do you feel about the trolls? I love reading them because they're so funny. There was a meme made on this web.
Yeah.
And I find it incredible because that takes talent.
Effort.
Too, right?
Everyone is effort.
I love it, but it's not that for lack of knowing, what to say, or for being flummoxed or something, that it's just that I don't feel that there's anything that's needed to be said, because the creativity has spoken for itself.
Absolutely.
And now it's up to the rest of the audience to
respond.
And to make their own judgments, good or bad. It's well within their rights to perceive the events.
But that's what art is. This is why we see, it was something, there was an art piece that went viral last week, and it was the banana on the wall. I don't know if you saw it, and it had duct tape on top, and it sold for $10 million. Because for somebody, that meant something. Looking at your weddings and the level of creativity and detail that goes into the concepts, where do you draw your inspiration from? Where were you 2,000 feet?
2,000 meters.
2,000
meters above sea level.
Above sea level, with entertainers and a ceremony in the snow. How? How?
As we discussed earlier, I like to push boundaries. But not to shop, but to inspire. And of course, we live in the mountains and we go skiing, etc. But you need that kind of a clientele. It's like playing. It's not like playing tennis. It's like dribbling, right? When you're playing, let's say, basketball. You're not like bouncing the ball back directly to the client. You're dribbling a little bit. You're thinking. You're discussing, and then the client is dribbling, discussing. But it's always about the client. It's always about their vision. We are an extension of their vision, their ideas, their dreams, and we are without egos. And they just have to say a simple word, speak of a color or speak about a dream, and just one little input,
and it comes out.
Triggers a whole set of ideas and concepts, basically.
And I think that by doing that wedding, talking about what can go viral and all of the talking points, you're going to attract that customer now, because they're going to look to your business and say they're the ones who can do something different. And they really, not something different as in a basic installation, it's the experience of what my wedding can actually look and feel like that you can deliver. And not many people in the wedding industry will push boundaries that way to service their customer. It just goes to show the level of service that your business actually offers, honestly.
I'm humbled.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. It's always always inspiring. Like I'm inspired by you. I'm inspired by what you do, and it's, you know, I don't believe in coincidences. And the fact that I'm sitting here in Doha and listening to your keynote when I've been juggling with the idea of doing something with social media, it's like, the stars were aligned, because, so many of my colleagues have been from the industry and pushing me. They're like, you're so crazy. I mean, why don't you why don't you just stop? And, it's like that leap of faith, right? Before you, like,
it's the jump
at the precipice
of
that, at that point in time. And to listen to you, I'm like, wow, of all the things to speak about in someone is inspired, who I'm already inspired by, for you to deliver such a beautiful keynote, I thought, okay, I'm in the right place, because that is that like one little nudge that I needed, and I am definitely going to get started for sure.
Well, we're here to support that journey. How can we work with you in Egypt and in the Middle East to showcase your work?
Actually, at first, I'm so excited, and I feel so proud now because you're interviewing me. Yeah. It's like it's like a dream came true that you're interviewing me. And of course, I would love to collaborate with Wedded Wonderland. It's wonderful. I wish we can do something together.
Yes.
We can collaborate. I wish we can do something with that Ministry of Egypt.
Yes. We have to make it happen. Egypt, are you listening?
Yeah, please, Egypt, market for our places. We have amazing places.
Yes.
We have culture, traditions, and authentic things, and places that we get the pyramid. You can do weddings in the pyramids and so many places. So with the Wedded Wonderland, we can do this, like talk with the Ministry of Tourism and collect all the amazing, creative, successful designers and wedding planner in Egypt.
There's so many.
Yeah, so many amazing places and amazing designers and wedding planners, and connect them together, like with the Wedded Wonderland. Why not?
Yes.
And
this is what we hope to do. This is our aspiration. We've done it in some markets, and we've been very successful in connecting the wedding industry. And in Egypt, which I feel right now, Egypt, everyone's watching. Everyone's looking at the events that are taking place in Egypt and in weddings, thanks to you and your amazing platform at Bling Weddings. But I also think that the culture and the tradition of weddings in Egypt is always something that's been celebrated.
Yeah.
And for us, we want to be able to bring it all together and showcase it to the world.
Yes, I really wish we can do this. Egypt, they started to spotlight the venues that has culture and traditions and authentic. I can see that.
Yes.
Maybe they need to market more about these places.
So we're going to do it together. This is how the magic happens.
Tourism in Egypt, please
we are going to collaborate.
Thank you so much for having me with you.
Of course.
We're looking forward for working together with.
And we're looking forward to sharing all the amazing content Bling Weddings has taken at the Qatar Wedding Showcase, because this woman has not stopped working since she arrived. Having fun, work hard, play hard, but I think that the way that you engage with people and the dynamic approach that you take to content, it brings everyone out in front of the camera.
Thank you.
And this is why you're so amazing at what you do.
Coming from you, thank you so much. I love you. Thank you.
Thank you. I've watched Funke take Nigeria by storm, but I know pre-social media that this woman was setting the foundations and pioneering weddings in Nigeria long before any of us were looking on Instagram, right? How long have you been in the wedding industry?
22 years.
There we go. And how do you find Qatar?
Wow. I mean, this is I would say my third or fourth time. And every time I come, there's always something new.
Yeah.
The hospitality it's very, very world class. Right from the airport, the way you're greeted, the way you're...
Yeah.
And when you come to the hotels, the stop, everywhere you go, even the mall, the way people interact, the way people, just talk to you, and they don't even know you. Everyone is polite, kind, helpful, and it's very opulent, very, I would say, extravagant, luxury. I love Qatar.
I have been with you at many conferences. What did you think about today's presentation?
Oh, Wendy, Allah. How can you ask me what did I think? You will know that I love you so much. I love listening to you. You know, I love learning from you. Every time you speak, you always come up with different ideas. You know, what somebody can learn. In fact, knowledge is always engaging, it's entertaining, it's educative. So you leave us with something that we will think about. And because of you, I started doing something now. You said this is not just for you to network and just, go away. What are you doing with what you've gotten? So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna show you guys.
Yeah.
So Wendy's is always, honestly, there's no time you speak. I love listening to you.
I appreciate that.
And you're full of knowledge. And you were so sorry. And I need to say this so everybody just needs to know. She's so warm. She's so helpful. She speaks to you. She shares information. Some people just hoard information. She gives information, and that's why she's amazing. That's why she's growing, and that's why she's great.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much. You're too kind. It's saying in relation to the relevancy of connecting.
Even though I'm not an event planner, I'm an MC. Every single word that you spoke, I could relate and connect to it. Very few speakers have that power to build that connect with the audience. There are people around who might address you. They would be great speakers, who deliver amazing speeches, but you will not find that connect as they speak. But when you were speaking, I would feel that connection, as if every single word spoken here is to amplify, is to enhance my skills further. I'm a show presenter, despite when he was talking about the digital media relevance, you're talking about networking with people. Wow, it was so relevant, I just wish I had a professor like you during test 2 in college times. I'm also saying for the sake of it, you have the capacity to transform people's lives. You are a motivator. And not just to motivate people, but how to add and bring that value in their life.
Yes.
And that art and
for me,
very well.
I need to be able to give practical. I need people to have that light bulb moment. Hold on a second. I'm not doing that. I thought that I was doing this right. Maybe that's why this hasn't happened, because you have to plant the seed. And for me, the gift that I have and being able to build Wedded Wonderland and everything that we do is always something that I need to give back, because if I empower people to be able to build their businesses, they're only going to grow and be able to create opportunities with us and for everyone around. And I'm just like, just listen.
Sensitive that people don't feel like sharing those insights, valued insights with others, But then you have that heart which is able to just give for. I don't know what to say, but you yourself are an institution. And I'm honored to be sharing the stage where people like you are around.
Oh my goodness, thank you so much. So you're too kind.
Not just for...
Yeah, thank you. I am here with Brian from White Chalk, Ghana, represent. We have actually been at a number of conferences together, and recently we were on a cultural panel where we were discussing destination weddings. I think what you do is remarkable. You're amazing not only at producing weddings, but your content reflects what you do.
Thank you, Wendy.
How do you feel about my presentation today?
If Mercedes is a good car, it's a good car. I mean, that's what you do. I mean, always. Every time I listen to Wendy, I learn something different. I can listen to her tomorrow and it'll be something different. I mean, you bring so much to the wedding industry globally, and you keep on teaching, you keep on inspiring, you keep on letting us know how to do it, how to promote the businesses, how to let the global market hear of us. And for me, it's great. What you do is fantastic, Wendy.
Thank you. I appreciate that. And how do you feel about what's happening in the global market today? What opportunities can we as Wedded Wonderland bring to you? What do you want to see happen?
I think Wedding Wonderland can let the world see you from wherever you are. Even if you're in a hole, they are going to throw the spotlight on you. And for me, that is what they are doing with companies, with wedding industries, with wedding companies. They are able to magnify you. So no matter how little you are, they're able to magnify you. Yeah. And that is great, because now, because of your outfit, a lot of people, I now know a lot of companies. Yeah. And it makes the work for couple easy. Yeah. They're able to choose who they want to go with. They're able to see destinations. Who is the best florist I want to use? Who is the best caterer, makeup artist, gown person? And it's great. I mean, it's like you sit at the comfort of your home and see everything happening in the wedding industry all over the world.
I love it. Have you been briefed by someone? Because what you're saying is literally, I tell my team, I'm like, you know, and they get this feedback where wherever we are, the opportunities are coming, you know, and that's what we want to do. We want to be able to close
the gap.
The gap.
Yeah.
If you're in Ghana and you want to plan a wedding in the south of France, what does that actually look like? Who do we need to connect you with to make that happen? And also for the couple to know that these opportunities are available. And even incoming weddings into Ghana, I think what you're doing, and for us to be able to showcase that, is this is what you can actually get.
Exactly.
Right?
And for me, it's making our work easier. It's making the couples work easier.
Yeah.
Because then the couple sits there and they're like, okay, they just open the book of Wedding Wonderland and they see everything they need to see. And so it's making work easier and comfortable.
I love it. And this is what we want to do. We want to make it easier for the businesses and for the couples, and of course all of the tourism boards that we work with, all of the flight partners that we work with, all of the brands who say, how do we connect with these people? Because we want weddings.
Yeah. And
everyone wants weddings.
Yeah, and for me, Wendy's already doing good for Africa, but she's going to do more. So Africa, watch out.
Well,
I mean, we have had a conversation.
I know.
And she's going to do fantastic for Africa.
I promise 2025, we're going to do that Africa.
Exactly.
We're going to make it
watch
happen.
Out. Watch out,
Thank you
Wendy.
so much. Thank you.